Hi, guys. Hmm. I'm about to do my meditation. I know that it's late, so people are probably not going to be on here. But I'm just going to play some sound bowls. I'm sitting on the couch because I am probably going to lean a little bit because my body is kind of like aching. And I haven't really, the last few nights, I haven't really been able to sit up for a long time. So even this morning, I meditated laying down. So I'm just gonna kind of lean a little bit. But this is what I got my tea. I really need this meditation. Today was a day, okay? Now, since learning more about meditation and just like different ways to meditate, sometimes as I'm meditating, I scan my body to see if I feel any like sensations that are attributed to stress, like tightness or tension, or is my heart beating fast, or like how am I breathing, etc. And then as I scan my body, I just like soften those areas or focus on relaxing my breathing, etc. Just to help my body relax. I just thought about. So I'm gonna do a 4, breathe in for 4, hold for 7, breathe out for 8. That just helps like reset your nervous system. I feel way more relaxed after doing that. The one thing I love about meditating so far is I get a chance to process throughout the day or process what has been happening, and it's helping me make changes or pivot as necessary so that I can just make my life better. That's what I was just doing, but that's one of the things I really like about meditating is being able to just like process my experiences from like a higher perspective and not just moving throughout my day without being aware. And if you're watching this on the replay, let me know if me talking bothers you or if I should just talk after the meditation is done instead of interrupting. Let me know. All right. I have been, as I was meditating, I thought about a couple things that I want to share, but I kind of forgot them. um, oh, so recently, well, at the beginning of me starting this journey, on my healing journey, well, the beginning of me publicizing it in one of my first lives where I was talking about why I don't celebrate New Year's and I take this time to heal. I mentioned that I wasn't making money goals per se, but I've actually changed that perspective. I am now making money goals, but I'm not making ambitious money goals. I'm more focusing on what I need and what I'm investing in, taking those numbers, tracking them, and creating budgets around them, as well as, creating money goals for those things. Like, there's a couple different investments that I want to make for my business, etc. My rent, my groceries. I've been calculating just the money I've been using for these things and just money I've been using in general and seeing where my money goes. And that is helping me create a money goal for myself. So that is something that I've changed on my healing journey because my healing needs resources. My healing needs a space. My healing needs good food. My healing needs whatever I need, my self care items. So I'm taking all of that into consideration. My healing needs play and fun. So I'm taking all that into consideration and creating a money goal for myself. And I'm still finding my balance and my footing with my days and just showing up for myself. That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. I've been pushing myself to really show up for myself, for my YouTube, for my business, just for myself in general, for my healing. And it has been a bit difficult to adjust to and get used to, especially being in a new place. I recently moved, I guess you can say, and I've been adjusting with me and my dog. I have to walk my dog all the time. Before, I could just let my dog outside in the backyard and walk him whenever I felt like walking him. I still would walk him pretty much daily, and then I would play with him, take him to the dog park, whatever. But now I have to walk him pretty much every day. There's no backyard where I'm at. I have to entertain him. He just takes up more of my time. Like every time I turn around, like I gotta do something for him, like while I'm doing stuff for myself. So that's been an adjustment. And I'm not complaining. I'm thankful because I love my dog. It's just, and I've been waking up late. I talk about this all the time since I've been going live, but it's really difficult for me to execute and go to sleep early, especially when I wake up later in the day. Like today I woke up at like 10. I was pretty tired and I got my cycle. And just navigating that and getting used to taking care of my dog and pouring into myself. I've just been learning about myself as I've been doing this. And it's been a difficult transition. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I definitely feel like I pushed myself a little more than I could handle, but I am like, not that let me not say that I can handle. I pushed myself a little bit more than I was ready for. And I'm just going to keep going and just keep pushing myself and do my best to fix the kinks in my process and continue to gather information from what I'm doing and use that information to make my process better and easier. So, one thing as I was meditating, one thing I realized, I had like an epiphany. I like to, I desire to move quickly with my business, etc., because I want to make money. But at the same time, I'm still reprogramming myself and learning that I am abundant and I don't have to chase money per se. So I'm finding that balance within myself. I'm finding that balance and what that looks like for me. So I'm still processing that. And at the same time, I'm learning that I can't necessarily move fast. I don't know if moving quickly is for me. And I saw this post on Instagram one time about this guy talking about how some people just have to move slower. And he was going more in depth, but I saved it to go back to it so I can fully digest it. But I think that I'm one of those people who has to move a little bit slower, but at the same time, I'm acknowledging my own pace while also not using that as an excuse to not get things done and not to act on my ideas. So again, I'm learning myself and finding my balance and what that looks like for me. And I'm okay with that. I'm proud of myself for even trying and even giving myself the space to learn instead of judging myself for not moving as quickly or not executing everything that I've planned, whatever. So I'm just learning about myself and seeing like what is realistic for me and what I can actually get done in a day, etc. One thing that I realized, the epiphany that I had when I was meditating was if I don't prepare for something the night before or the day before, if I'm not fully prepared for the task that I've scheduled for myself for the next day, then either it's not happening or it's going to be very difficult and I'm going to be delayed throughout the day. So if I wake up late, I'm already going to be set even further back if I am not prepared for the tasks that I have scheduled for the day. So I was just thinking about that while I was meditating and I'm like I realized like why am I scheduling these things for myself when I'm not even prepared to do them? Like I'm kind of just into throwing myself off the boat without a life jacket and just like telling myself, okay, learn how to swim. When it's like, okay, let me prepare my life jacket. Let me take some time to learn how to, okay, what I gotta do when I get in the water. So that's something that I realized. So I'm gonna be more diligent and intentional when I schedule my priorities and my daily tasks for myself so that I can actually execute them and be realistic with myself about what I can execute. Like from now on, my rule is if I'm not prepared for it, I'm not scheduling that for myself to be a task for the next day. And that's something new that I'm going to try and see how that works out for me. Um, Other than that, waking up early is essential. Like, I keep saying this, I keep coming on here and telling you guys that I gotta wake up early. That's because I haven't been waking up early, is one of the reasons why my lives are late. Like, this one wasn't so late as my other ones, but like my meditation lives, because I wait until I actually want to meditate, or or I wait until I actually have the space and time to meditate before I do it, before I go live. And I do meditate in the morning, and I also meditate as I'm walking. So I'm constantly reminding myself to be present and to meditate. So me meditating with you guys is a priority for me, but it's something that I can put off a little bit later. But I don't want to keep putting it off so late because no one watches or no one goes live with me at these times. So this is definitely something that I want to put earlier in the day. Um, what else have I learned since doing this? So one approach that I'm going to try tomorrow, and I'm on my cycle right now, so I'm not even going to pretend like I'm going to wake up early tomorrow. I'm definitely going to give myself the space to wake up when I wake up. But one thing I am going to try tomorrow is doing everything right after the other, just like getting everything done while still giving myself like ease. So I'm gonna see how that works. One thing that that has been bothering me too is like I kind of feel like I don't have room to relax or to just like be and chill because I'm executing my priorities for the day. And if you're new, if you don't know what I'm talking about, My Healing Girl Winter, my healing journey involves me completing a list of 10 priorities that pours into me. One of them is executing a daily priority, and usually my daily priorities are multiple things. But now I'm switching that up. Like I said, my daily priorities are only going to be things that I'm actually prepared for. Um, so, a daily priority, my workout, my meditations. So, on my list, I have meditate for 2 hours. So, what that looks like for me right now is 1 hour meditation in the morning and 1 hour meditation at nighttime or whenever I go live with you guys. But I'm going to switch that up actually. I'm going to, because like I said, I meditate as I'm walking my dog. I'm always I always have space to meditate. So I'm going to switch that up. I'm not going to just do it 1 hour in the morning. I'm going to break it up if I need to. So, what that looks like is if meditating maybe 15 minutes in the morning and then meditating the rest of the hour as I see fit or as I please, whatever that may look like. So, I'm just giving myself more room, more flexibility with that in particular because after I do that 1 hour meditation, I kind of, especially when I wake up late, that meditation, it's an hour. So a bunch of my morning is gone, especially when I wake up late. So that's something that I'm like, okay, I don't have to necessarily do the whole 1 hour as soon as I wake up, but I like to. I like to do that. That's ideal for me. But for now, when I wake up late, I'm going to be more flexible with how I meditate, but I'm definitely going to do the 2 hours fully. Another thing on another priority is my rising routine. I have a list of things that I do in the morning, which is meditation, EFT tapping, reading my mission statement, and journaling. So I do all those 4 things in the morning. So I got my rising routine, 2 hour meditation, my workout, my daily priority, self care, my YouTube check in. So I record on YouTube most of the time. That is not something that I do every single day, but I do it pretty often. But I give myself the credit for doing it every single day. Even if I don't do it every single day, I do it when I feel drawn to, but I make sure that I do it though often. I don't really like slack off. Next is posting. So posting on YouTube. And what else? And my night routine. My night routine consists of meditation. I either do meditation with you guys or I meditate on my own, something quick, no more than like 10 minutes. I stretch. I read a couple pages of the Bible, and I'm not religious. I just use the Bible to help me learn. I feel like the Bible has great stories, great lessons for life. But yeah. And that's it. Oh, and learning is a priority as well. So those are my 10 priorities. Rising routine, workout, self-care, 2 hour meditation, learning, daily priority, night routine, YouTube check-in, post, and did I say workout? I'm missing one. I don't know. There's one I'm missing. Maybe I said it before. Daily priority. Did I say that one? Whatever. It doesn't matter. You guys get it. Oh, go live. That's another one. Go live. That's the other one that I was missing. So doing that. So for me, that is the perfect balance between healing and showing up for myself in my business. I love it because I'm seeing progress. And it's just enough for me not to feel pressure. And what I'm learning now is if I do feel pressure, as I feel pressure, to look at the situation, to evaluate everything and see where I can release pressure, to see what I'm not doing as efficiently that is causing me to feel pressure, etc. So the one thing I thought of today while I was meditating was to be prepared for the next day. So as I get off this call, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my self-care and my night routine and just make sure that I'm prepared for tomorrow for whatever my priority is going to be, which is recording a video and posting that video. And I'm working on a course that I'm going to be selling this weekend. Well, I'm still learning about like how I should go about that. So I am working on a course. So I'm going to be doing my course outline tomorrow. And the video that I'm going to be recording is, I pretty much already have it done. There's just a couple things that I need to record and I could get that done pretty quickly. So yeah, that is all. So that is what my journey has been looking like. But I've definitely been healing. I feel it. Like my energy feels different. How I navigate situations is feeling different. I'm more aware of myself, my emotions, how I'm feeling, my thoughts. Like I'm just more aware of myself, and I feel great. I'm loving this. Definitely loving this. All right. Bye guys.